Question 6, find the equation of a line that goes through the points, and then 2 points are listed. So one of the primary ways we've been dealing with finding the equation of a line is to use the slope-intercept form of a linear equation. This requires that I know 2 parameters. I need to know my slope parameter, and I also need to know my y-intercept parameter. If I can figure out what the slope is, and if I can figure out what the y-intercept is, I'll have all the information that I need to find the equation of that line. Well, it happens that because I have 2 points, I can figure out the slope. So the first thing I'm going to do is figure out the slope of this equation. And to do that, I'm going to remind myself that the slope of any linear equation is how much y changes divided by how much x changes. And because I have 2 different points, I'll go ahead and identify my y values are here. I've got 15 and I've got 5. And I can also see that I have an x value of -10 and an x value of -5. So if I wanted to write down the change in my y variables, I would simply take the 15 and subtract the 5. Those are my 2 y values, the difference in my 2 y values. And then to figure out the change in my x values, the change in my run, I'm going to take the first x value, which is -10, and I'm going to subtract from that a -5. So it is a subtraction problem to find the difference, but it's 10 minus -5, which is -10 plus 5. So I have here in my numerator a change in y of 10, and I have a change in x of -5. That's what -10 plus 5 is. So I can see that my slope is equal to -2. So that's wonderful. That's the first of 2 parameters that I need. I now know my slope parameter. What I need to do now is figure out my y-intercept parameter. And to do that, I can just start with a blank copy of this again. Y equals mx plus b. I know that I already have my slope parameter. That's the number -2. And I also have 2 points. And it doesn't matter which of the 2 points I use. I'm going to, for convenience sakes, I'll just use this point. But you can see in that point I have both a y value of 15 and I have an x value of 10. So I'm going to go ahead and place my y value 15 in for y, and I'm going to place my x value -10 in for x. The only thing that'll be left that's a number that will not be a number is b, and I can figure out what b is. So again, for y, I'm writing 15, and that's going to equal m, which is my slope was -2, times my x value is -10, and then plus b. 15 equals +20. That's -2 times 10 plus b. And if I take away 15 from both sides, we get that -5 is the other parameter I was looking for. -5 is my y-intercept. So now you can see I've got both. I know both of my parameters. I know my y-intercept parameter is -5, and I know my slope parameter is -2. So I can write my answer. I can write the equation of the line. The equation of the line that will hit both of those points is y equals -2 times x minus 5.